Hey guys, it's Elissa Ace, and welcome to my brand new second channel, Raw Vegan Vibrance. I'm so glad to have you guys. I'm excited about this channel. Health and wellness and the vegan diet has been something that I've been super passionate about for a very, very long time. And yeah, this channel it's overdue. So let's just jump right in. I am on an extended juice fast. Today is day 8. I don't know exactly how long I'm gonna go. I don't really want to put an end date on it because I want to listen to my body. As far as why I'm doing the juice fast, we'll get into that a little bit at the end, but I will be doing several videos about that coming up, getting into all the nooks and crannies and details about all the aspects. But this video is going to be about what you can expect during the first week or so of your juice fast. I've done several of them before. A handful of 5-day fasts, juice fasts, done an 8-day watermelon fast. Actually, as a matter of fact, I have an entire video about what that was like, the effects of the watermelon fast, especially the spiritual and emotional detox. It was so crazy. It was so major. That video is on my other channel, though I can link it below in the comments. But I've also done a 5-day water fast. That for sure is going to be its own video because that was like the worst experience of my life. But that does not mean that I don't agree with water fasts. I do under certain circumstances. So, and then I've also done a 17-day juice fast, but that was years ago. So this will be my first, long one in a long time. So, so let's get started. As far as the detox symptoms, now, unless you're like in really, really good health, tip-top shape, tip-top health, then you probably will have some detox symptoms. As a matter of fact, even if you are in pretty good health, you might feel still a little bit icky the first couple of days. It was much worse than that for me, unfortunately, which is one of the major reasons I'm doing this, right? This is a huge reboot for my health. So low energy is a huge one. It's getting a little better in the last couple days. The first 3, 4, even 5 days. But especially the first 3 days were the worst. And then I kind of got over a little bit of a hump, except for day 6. Day 6 was really bad. But that was the first day that I started to incorporate psyllium husk, because people told me that you can use things like psyllium husk and even bentonite clay, mix it in some water to, anyways, we'll get into that. So low energy, sorry, there is so much to talk about when it comes to a juice fast. Low energy, very tired. The first 3 days, it was kind of hard to stay awake. You just find yourself in the middle of the day just needing to knock out. So that's the thing. You're going to have to take it easy. This is a fast. This is a time for rest. This is a time for your body to start working on itself, to start cleaning itself out, to start cleansing, to start healing. So the best thing to do is rest as much as possible anyways. I know that you've probably seen a million videos where people say, oh my God, I have just unlimited amounts of energy, so much energy I don't know what to do with while they're on a juice fast, which, is true once you get past, the first part, once you get past the hard part. So I'm not there yet where I'm just, leaps and bounds of energy, not there yet. And I'm on day 8. So that should tell you how much my body needed this. This is my 4th juice of the day, by the way. Yum. So this is a whole pineapple, well, spread amongst four jars of these, 4 32-ounce jars. It's a whole pineapple, carrots, celery, cucumber, greens, like power greens, spinach and all that. What else? Apples, a ton of oranges. And I think that's all I did for today. I know that's a lot, but it tastes sweet. It just tastes good. So low energy, tired, migraines, but I'm super susceptible to migraines, had them on and off my whole life. So the first couple days I had a pretty bad migraine, but I haven't had any after the first couple of days. I haven't had any migraines. A little bit of a headache here and there, but that's nothing. As long as it's not a migraine, I'm fine. You become sensitive, you become emotional. Well, I shouldn't say emotional, maybe, yeah, possibly, but definitely sensitive, which is a good thing. That's actually the way we're supposed to be. But there's so many things in our life that cause us to be, how am I going to explain this? Desensitized, I guess. Just, television and social media and food, even cooked foods, and just there's so many different things that we intake, right, through all of our senses that keep us like separate from our like spiritual self and separate from our emotions. And so when you take all that away, especially, the cooked foods that you're no longer numbing yourself with, and you're no longer, you don't have that distraction anymore, those emotions, you're going to be, they're going to be up front and center, because you're going to be forced to be present within yourself, which is another huge reason to do this. So one symptom of doing a juice fast is all these emotions are going to come out of you. It's an emotional detox as well. I mean, they go hand in hand. Stored emotions go hand in hand with any kind of illnesses, aches and pains. They go hand in hand. So you become sensitive, emotions are going to come out. I've had a good cry about at least 4 times now, in the last 8 days, maybe 5 times. And I don't cry that often. Normally, I'm Aquarius. I don't cry that often. And I'm like, if I just think about my grandma or, whatever, instantly I'm crying. I'm like, wow, okay. So I'm feeling my emotions for the first time in a long time. That's a good thing. That's a really, really good thing, because they need to come out. They should come out. And unfortunately, insomnia is another symptom that I'm dealing with. It's been bad. So far, I'm not making a juice fast sound very good, but it's so crazy because I've watched a million videos and everyone says I sleep like a baby. And again, it's because I'm still in the detox phase. Because really 8 days is nothing. That's a very short amount of time if you're trying to really dig in and get some deep cleaning. Okay, so dealing with insomnia, looking forward to the day when I start sleeping like a baby. Crazy dreams, like off the charts. Although my dreams are pretty crazy and I'm very good at remembering them. I'm talking like, I remember this one and then I remember the one before that and the one before that, like just last night. But they're even crazier. So crazy, wild dreams, which are gonna have a lot of guidance and symbolism in them for you. And so you just need to rest, take it easy as much as possible. This is the perfect time to meditate. You are gonna have to stay disciplined. This is another good benefit of a juice fast is just disciplining yourself, seeing where you're at as far as that goes, because you're gonna be tested. Even if you're just alone a lot, like I am, you're still tested. I mean, if I get on social media or YouTube, immediately I see videos of food and I'm just like, oh, like it's so like, I just keep saying like at any moment I could just go down, and get some Mexican takeout anytime I want. So it takes discipline, because the cravings will hit. If you are a mom and you have to make dinner for your family or something every night and you can't eat any of it, that's going to be much harder, but you can do it. Tons and tons of people do it. It just takes discipline and remembering why you're doing this, and just journal out every night if you have to. Why am I doing this? Why is it important for me to stick to this? It's about self-love. You come first. You are important. Your health is very important. So discipline, dealing with some cravings. Don't watch the food videos. I'm finding myself watching all these raw vegan food recipe videos, and I'm like, what are you doing to yourself? So don't do that. Learn from me. Don't do that. As far as like actual hunger pains, I've done this before, so it didn't take me, it wasn't very hard to get used to it. Maybe the first couple days you might feel some. I also do intermittent fasting normally, so it wasn't that major for me as far as being hungry. I will say there's a little bit of like a stomach grumbling some nights, like late at night. But what I've heard is real hunger, like actual genuine hunger, is actually in the throat. So to hear my stomach, some people say that it's actually your stomach cleaning itself out when you hear the grumbly noises, but it hasn't been bad. That's definitely not the worst part whatsoever. So I'm drinking, they say a bare minimum of 4 quarts, 432 ounces is what you should drink. A lot of people will say you got to do at least 6, right? And some people do upwards of 8 jars, even as much, I've heard as much as 12 jars. That's crazy. So what's happening with me, a lot of people will say, I just can't get enough juice. I need a lot of it. I need it for the energy and whatever. I'm having trouble even getting down 3 jars. So I'm not sure what that says exactly about my health or my colon or what, but I'm gonna listen to my body. Like the 4th or 5th day, I was finally able to make it to 4 jars, but man, I had to spread them out and then drink them all the way into the nighttime, whereas usually, like I said, I'm doing intermittent fasting, I stop eating at 3 p.m., but now I'm drinking juice until 8 o'clock at night. But I'm listening to my body. If there's some days where I just can only do 3, then that's what it is. It's fine. Pinkies up. So financially is another reason why I should probably stick to 4 jars, but it's mainly because that's all I can get down. Actually, not even 4. I'm shooting for 4 every day, but I'm gonna listen to my body. So yeah, if you're doing, 5, 6 plus jars, you're gonna be getting plenty of calories, probably just as many calories as you eat, as you intake when you're eating food. And you can do the math. You can get on apps like Chronometer and type in everything, and then it'll give you the calories that you're getting for the juices. I'm not too concerned about that. So yeah, I'm about 3 to 4 quarts a day. So at the 4 quarts, it's about $25 a day. I live in California, which is $175 a week, give or take. Depends on if I'm buying a little bit more produce that week or if I'm buying melons that week, because as you know, I'm sure melons cost an arm and a leg these days, which makes me so mad. But about 175 to, we'll say 200 a week. So $700, $800, $900 minimum a month. But this is for your health. Like, if you keep going the way you're going, if you're not eating healthy, then, how much are treatments going to be? If you end up in, if you end up in the hospital, if you end up with some kind of diagnosis, how much is that going to be? How much is medication? You know what I'm saying? So it's just, what's the worth to you? You know what I mean? Yum. So good. So I do recommend a slow masticating juicer versus the fast centrifugal ones. I have the Nama J2, and I saved up for it. Yes, it was expensive, but it was worth it to me because I've had a lot of other, cheaper, the fast juicers, and you don't get as much juice. It wastes so much juice. The pulp is like soaking wet, which always irritated me. Like, I am wasting my money because the pulp is just full of all this juice. Whereas the Nama J2, the pulp comes out like really, pretty dry, and you're just getting so much more juice out of it for your money. So for me, it was worth it to save up for it. It's an investment in my health, literally. You can literally throw everything in and like walk away and do what you need to do. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the Nama J2. I'm sure there's other good juicers too. That's the one I have. That's the one that I recommend. Okay. Now, if you can't afford that and you have an old Jack LaLanne juicer or an Omega or a Juice Man juicer or whatever, I've had them all, that's the only one that you can use, that's your only choice, and you feel like now is the time, you need to do this now, then use that juicer. Like, do what you need to do. Use a milk bag with the pulp and get that extra juice out. I've done that time and time again. Like not wanting to waste the juice that's in the container of pulp, putting it into a milk bag and just squeezing and getting all that extra juice out. So, you got to do what you got to do. I have been there and I totally understand. So another thing that you have to expect is that things are going to change for you as far as socially, your social life and such. For example, I am going on a day trip tomorrow with my best friend, and normally one of the things that would be part of our day is to go out to eat. Oh man, it's even a little bit hard just thinking about it. Because I'm such a foodie, and that's one of the reasons why I got myself into such trouble. I have food addictions, and we'll talk about that. This channel is going to be following my whole health journey, my whole juicing journey, and my transition back into a raw food vegan diet, or at least high raw, mostly raw, which I haven't been for a very, very, very long time. And so, yeah, that's part of the reason I started this channel, is to, hold myself accountable and to inspire the people and to teach you guys all about everything that I'm going to be going through. And so that you can learn from my mistakes. So yeah, tomorrow she's just, instead of us going out to a restaurant, she's gonna either bring her lunch or get takeout from somewhere, and I will drink my juices. And that's just how it has to be. It's not forever. That's what I just have to keep telling myself, that this is not forever. And that this is a really good thing that I'm doing. It's the best thing that I could be doing right now, as a matter of fact. So let's see here. Let's see, was there anything else I wanted to say? I am, as far as some benefits that I'm feeling so far, I am starting to feel more calm. My thoughts are much more calm. They're less negative. And again, this is only day 8. So, you know, we're going to see what it's like if I keep going. We're going to stay disciplined. We're going to stick to this. I hope. So I feel more calm. I'm having some of the emotional release. And just as far as why I'm doing this, like I said, we'll get into that in another video, but just real quickly, you know, I was feeling overwhelmed. This was a few weeks ago, and I was just sitting there, like, for just a brief moment, I was like, oh my God, I got so overwhelmed. I like felt crazy for a second. I was like, oh shit. Overwhelmed as far as, there's so many things that I want to change in my life and that I want to improve in my life. And I was thinking about it so hard, and you know, my thoughts were just swirling, and I was like, okay, oh my God. And like something, you know, told me you need to start at the beginning, at the foundation, at the roots. Am I making sense? I've got juice brain, so I'm having a little bit of trouble with articulating myself. But something told me that I need to start back at basics, basically, which is my health. Before I can improve this part of my life and that part of my life, my health needs to be on point, and it's not. So there's so many reasons why I'm doing this, and there's going to be so many benefits from it. I know, and I've done my research, I've done my homework, and I'm really excited about it. I just got to stay disciplined and stick to this, you know. But that's one of the reasons, is because this is where I need to start before I go trying to fix the other areas of my life. I hope that makes sense. I really hope that makes sense. Anyways, this video, oh my God, is so much longer than I wanted it to be. But anyways, if you are still here watching, then please be sure to subscribe. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you've been thinking about doing a juice fast. Have you already done one? Do you have any suggestions? Do you have any questions? Because I'm going to be making a ton more videos about this subject, like a ton. So that's it. So thanks again, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right, bye.